Hello and welcome to our digital marketing campaign on hypertension. My name's Tom.
I'm Louis.
I'm James.
I'm Antonia.
I'm Catherine.
I'm Xavier.
In terms of current NHS spend on hypertension, diseases caused by high blood pressure cost the NHS £2 billion per year. We're hoping that this campaign will get through to 15% of our target population, which will save the NHS £12 million from our £350,000 spend. And even if only 2% of our target population are reached and change their lifestyle to a more healthier lifestyle, the NHS will be saved £1.6 million in the first year.
So in order to determine how successful our campaign was going to be, we needed to conduct a SWOT analysis. And we looked at the opportunities and threats that were in the market. So, for example, there's an increasing concern for health nowadays. People are more concerned on how healthy they are and problems to their health. And so they'd be more interested in interacting with our campaign and checking it out. However, it is mostly centred around Facebook, and not everybody has Facebook. But the large portion of over 35s do have Facebook, and that is our target market. However, the campaign does require participation from the people themselves. They need to go visit their GP, actually look at the pages to see if they have hypertension, and if they don't, then this could affect the success of our campaign.
So we completed a personal analysis for our campaign in order to understand the macro environment. In terms of political, due to uncertainties over Brexit, we cannot be sure of the effects this will have on our campaign. However, we assume more money will be allocated to the NHS due to money being saved from not paying into the EU. On the other hand, as a result of leaving the EU, we will have fewer involvement with EU-funded campaigns and health projects, meaning efforts made by the UK will be restricted to the UK, thus our campaign will be limited to the UK. Economically, our campaign will cost the NHS more money when they are already struggling, and in terms of social, between 2015 and 2017, both men and women's life expectancy increased, suggesting that people are taking more care and interest over their health and would be more likely to follow such campaigns in order to maintain their health and get their blood pressure checked.
So in terms of technological, social media is growing hugely around the world, and it's probably the biggest online presence there is, so we chose that to bring awareness to the campaign. Environmental, because it's all online, there's no physical products, there's no waste, and there's nothing to do with recycling or paper or landfill. And in terms of legal, there are certain laws about promotions of certain medicines and health treatments, so that might restrict us a little bit, but we've researched it and we don't think it will.
The whole aim of this campaign is to increase people's awareness of hypertension and make people more aware of the risks. What we're really trying to do is get those that are at risk of hypertension and realise they're at risk to go and book themselves into a GP appointment. But everyone who sees the campaign isn't actually going to be at risk, so therefore we want those people to become more aware of the threats of hypertension and know how they can make a difference to their lifestyle so they won't become a risk of it in the future.
So here we've looked at the 7 P's of marketing. So price, this is going to be free to the consumer. Place, so we're going to be using Facebook, YouTube and a website for advertising. The website was requested by the NHS, or in this case the pharmacy students. Both Facebook and YouTube, however, will have links to the website, so after watching the video they'll be able to go onto the website and get more information about hypertension. The product is intangible, as it is going to be a service, and the campaign will last only for 1 year. However, this could help the consumer for a lifetime.
In terms of physical evidence, we'll be using views, likes and shares to measure the online success of our campaign. And then we're going to look at the increase in people going to check their blood pressure at the GP. In terms of people, we're looking at people aged 45 and over, both male and female, so we're going to target our advertisements and campaigns towards those people. And the processes, so at the start we create the content and we put it on the social media sites like Facebook and YouTube, which will hopefully direct the people to the website and therefore hopefully encourage them to get their blood pressure checked.
So our SMART targets, in terms of specific, we're going to be specific by reducing the number of people with hypertension in the UK and making the population more aware of hypertension. Measurable, so we can easily see the number of likes, shares and views, and also we can have the number of people that go to GPs to get their blood pressure checked. And this is attainable by getting over 10,000 people signing up for GP appointments, and also when they go to get their blood pressure checked, sometimes there's self-check machines, they just have to tick a box or sign a little questionnaire saying where they got the idea from and if it was from our campaign. In terms of relevant, it's going to save the NHS at least £1 million over the year that this promotion will be running. It will also set the standard for younger people's health, so in the future it could save an unknown amount of money because it affects people's lives for the rest of their lives. And in terms of time-based, as I mentioned, it's a year-long campaign and it's going to be split into quarters to make the targets more manageable so we can see if we're on track or if we're behind and we need to change something.
So, as already discussed, the forms of digital marketing that we'll be using are Facebook, YouTube and website. And as we can see from the graph over there, 37.35 million people in the UK are aged over 35, and of them 23.5 million use Facebook. So that's 62% of adults in the UK over 35 using Facebook, which is why our majority of our campaign on social media is targeting Facebook.
So our plan of action consists of targeting males and females 35 years old and above, whom have poor diets consisting of high alcohol consumption. We will publish our campaign on a website where we will upload a video raising awareness of the dangers of having high blood pressure. Similarly, we will also target Facebook advertising to increase exposure. We will measure success by the number of likes and shares and comments on our video, as well as the amount of views on our video. We will also measure success through the amount of people booking themselves in for an appointment to get their blood pressure checked.
So the optimal outcome of our campaign would be at launch, reaching a wide number of people through others liking and sharing the video, visiting the website and finding out more about the risks and symptoms of hypertension, and then with that knowledge, going to their local GP and having a blood test so they can find out if they have hypertension and how to improve their lifestyle. And then the surveys aftercare would tell us how or why they went to their GP.
Okay, so here we have the budget for our digital marketing campaign. So above there's a table which is summarising it all, and as you can see we've got the different forms of media that we'll be using, the budget, which is how much we'll be spending on it, the universe, which is how many people we expect to see it from the budget, the CTR is the click-through rate, and this is how many people that would have seen it will then actually go on and click onto it. And then this will get us the clicks converted from the universe before finally converting them, and we hope to convert it into GP appointments. So we agreed with our colleagues that we'd have a budget of 350,000, and that would consist of websites, Facebook and YouTube. So we are going to spend the majority of our money on Facebook, as you can see, and we believe this is really important. And the reason we're doing it is because it will enable us to get through the highest amounts of people in a one-year campaign. As when people are scrolling through Facebook, as we've seen earlier, a large number of our target market actually use that, and that will enable it to be exposed to a large number of people. We're spending £74,500 on search engine optimisation. This will also go together with the website, and this will increase the number of links on the website to ensure that we come up as an organic result, which is going to increase the number of people that actually visit our site. Furthermore, we're spending £44,000 on YouTube, and we're going to create a really good video which we feel is going to create a lot of attention towards our campaign, and this is then going to bring traffic to our site. And down here we have our average digital marketing spend. So you can see we're spending a majority of our money on Facebook, and then we're spending around 40% on the website and 13% on YouTube.
We're going to estimate that around 22,000 people will make an appointment from seeing our campaign and go and get their blood pressure checked. However, not everyone who sees the campaign is going to be at risk for hypertension, so those who are at risk and fit the criteria will be more likely to go and get checked out. However, the campaign will inform people about hypertension and hopefully help them change their lifestyle to a more healthier lifestyle and therefore be less at risk of hypertension.
So looking at the Facebook budget of 163,364, the average cost per click on Facebook is approximately 27 pence, and the cost per 1,000 impressions is approximately £7.19. We're going to be using Facebook core audiences, which enables us to target the correct population by looking at the demographics, location, where they live, etc. And this is why we spent 46.7% of our budget on Facebook.
So this is just a little brief breakdown looking at the Facebook budget. So as you can see, we've got the year in a table here, and we're looking at how much we're going to spend on the cost per click and the cost per impression. So over the first few months, we're going to really focus on getting the number of clicks, as well as getting the number of impressions. So we're spending a large amount of money early on in the campaign to really get it driving force forward. And as the campaign goes on, we kind of fluctuate and decrease in the amount we're spending, and this results in us spending 163,000 total on our Facebook campaign.
As of September 2018, more than 2.2 billion people are using Facebook, thus providing us with the perfect platform to upload our informative video and provide users with more knowledge of hypertension and hopefully cause people to get their blood pressure checked. Facebook use micro-targeting features in order to target a particular audience based on demographics, location and interests. Therefore, we can specifically target the over 35s, meaning that we will only pay to reach the viewers concerned with our campaign.
We'll also be using Messenger as an advertisement tool. So this will help us to reach those that haven't had a chance to see the Facebook ad yet. And it will also reinforce the idea of our campaign by targeting members directly and hitting it home a little bit more.
So the Facebook campaign, the main problem for any sort of Facebook campaign is converting people in clicks into sales essentially, but obviously we're not selling anything. So our problem is converting people that see the ad into people that get their blood pressure checked. And one way to do this, we can overcome this, is by spreading it out over the year, and then for every month there'd be like a different challenge or maybe like a different diet change, so something like veganuary or some sort of exercise or like half marathon or something in another month. So you could have basically 12 attempts at trying to convert people into getting their blood pressure checked. So that means that will improve awareness of hypertension, but also help people to reduce it in themselves as well.
So we're thinking of creating fun little challenges that people can just do with their friends each month to hopefully encourage people to live a healthier lifestyle and therefore reduce the risks of hypertension. Some of the examples we were thinking of were Dry January, Step September, Join July and Meat Free March, and we're now going to go on to discuss these now.
So as already discussed, one of our ideas is Join July. The aim of this particular campaign or month is to encourage more people to join a sport or club over the summer period or even in just July. So this is a good chance for adults to get outside in the summer, find themselves a new hobby or a club which will benefit their health. So the aim of this is to get sports clubs like cricket clubs, athletics, tennis clubs or even gyms to do taster sessions in the month. So every week you can get different clubs to do it. And it reduces hypertension because it will get adults to do more exercise throughout the month and therefore help lower their blood pressure. This also allows new friendships to be made over the course of this month, which hopefully will encourage people to keep coming back over the next few years and find a new hobby.
So September will consist of motivational posts on Facebook encouraging people to walk more. Completing this throughout September will help reduce hypertension and encourage a healthier lifestyle. As well as this, Meat Free March involves reducing meat consumption, as this is known to reduce blood pressure. As a result of this campaign, it would hopefully encourage people to reduce their overall consumption of meat as a result. Throughout March, healthy recipes will be posted on Facebook to ease the process.
So Facebook provides us with a number of analytic tools that we can monitor the success of our campaign. So as well as the likes and shares we have on the page, we can also see the number of impressions, which is how many people have seen and interacted with our campaign. And we can also see information like how long they spent on the ad and what links they used to get there, or if they clicked any links to our website or to any other of our campaigns, such as the YouTube ad.
So now we're moving on to our website budget, and in this we're going to spend around 142,000. So we're going to spend this on search engine optimization and the website. So together we're going to build a really functional website, which will be really useful, having lots of links, and this is going to help bring a lot of traffic to our website through organic results. And also pay per click. So Google don't just advertise the highest bidder, they advertise the best advert. So Google are going to really want to get behind and advertise our hypertension ad, because this is obviously really important and can have a really good effect on the population. So we're going to spend a lot of money on pay per click, and this won't be organic, it will be advertised results. However, it's going to get us up the search engine results page and bring traffic to our site and inform people about hypertension. So here is a table which summarises our website budget breakdown. So as you can see, we are going to do pay-per-click, search engine optimization, the initial cost of the website, and initial cost of the search engine optimization. So the SEO initial setup will cost us £5,000, and this will include sort of formatting the website and getting all the links up and running as an initial start basis. We will then continue to pay for SEO throughout the year, and this will increase the number of links and increase the traffic slightly to come to our page. We'll also pay for pay-per-click over the course of the year, and that is going to also bring traffic to our page, and we have website costs, which is a monthly fee for having the website up live and running.
So here's the website we've designed. We're showing it in the iPhone format because we feel like this is going to be the most common on a mobile device. So this is going to be the hub of the campaign. Most of the traffic, so all of the traffic from Facebook and YouTube will come through this website. The individuals can see that, go on this website, will see it's got a clear structure containing all of the relevant information about what hypertension is, how they can sort of lower theirs before they go to the doctors, and where they can get more information. There's a contact section just here on the screen, so if they need more information they can just pop in their email address, and there'll be like a generic sheet of information we're going to send out to them. You can see it says what hypertension is. It's got some of the symptoms, so you can sort of self-diagnose. Then it comes on to what the negative health effects are, and then finally it will tell you how do you know what you should do if you've got it, and possible ways to reduce it.
In terms of monitoring the performance of the website, we're going to look at the traffic that comes through on the website. So this will show the number of visitors that visit the website, and it will show us what source they've come to the website from, so whether that be Facebook or YouTube, and we can see which ones are working best. We're also going to look at the average time on each page on the website that people spend their time on, so we can see what pages work better and what pages don't work quite as well, so then we can adapt them and make them more clear and concise for the consumers.
So we've allocated 44,000 for our YouTube campaign. This will contribute towards display ads, which will appear next to the video being watched. As well as this, the budget will contribute towards skippable ads. Only videos watched through to the end will be paid for. Similarly, the budget will also consist of non-skippable 6-second videos, and the ads will be directed at our target market.
So here again is a breakdown of our YouTube budget spend. So as Antonio said, we're spending 44,000 on YouTube, and this will be split between the cost per display ad, the cost per skippable ad, and the cost per bumper ad, which is where 1,000 people see it. And that is a total of 44,000 that we're spending on YouTube.
So our YouTube campaign has a slightly different focus to our other ones, in that it aims to incite a sense of fear, urgency and severity of the issue of hypertension, and concentrate the idea of how serious it is.
So the YouTube campaign is a platform to view the video, but also where it can be advertised on other videos potentially. With YouTube, when you're advertising on other videos, we'll only have 5 seconds to grip the consumer and ensure they watch the full 30 seconds. Hopefully when they do watch the full video, they can then click on the link on the advert which contains to the website, and then they can learn more about hypertension and hopefully book themselves an appointment.
So health adverts normally operate between a few emotions, mainly humour or fear, to get the audience's attention and coerce them into doing what the adverts wants them to do. We've decided to go for fear because hypertension is a serious issue, and if people are scared for their health, they're going to be more likely to go and get their blood pressure checked.
So this is our concept, and we're going to start with just following a family with children, and then the children are going to grow up and leave primary school. They're then going to go on to secondary school and then go to university, and finally they're going to graduate.
So within our video, the dad is actually present as a ghost due to having hypertension and not getting his blood pressure checked, and as a result of this, he passed away from a stroke. He missed watching his children grow up and creating memories with his family. The video is aimed to trigger emotions and enable you to reflect. It will provide people with the motivation to get their blood pressure checked and lead a healthier lifestyle.
So monitoring success of the YouTube campaign can be reasonably difficult, as all we can really judge it on is number of views of the video and the number of likes it actually gets. So from this, it's going to be hard to tell how many people from there actually go and get a GP appointment. However, what we can do is we can I have a theory that those that watch the YouTube video are going to be shocked by this, and they're then going to go and find the Facebook advert, which will be linked below in the description of the YouTube video. And from there, we believe it would increase the number of people looking on the Facebook page, likes, views on there, and that is what's then going to enable its success and get people to go and get their blood pressure checked.
So this is the year timeline of our campaign. In January, the campaign goes live on all platforms, so Facebook, YouTube, and also dry January will be promoted mainly. And then in February, we have more regular posts about hypertension on the risks and inform people about their health. And March, we have Meat Free March, which will be promoted, and also basically it's promoting people to either give up eating meat or just reduce their intake. In April, we are encouraging those with symptoms to go and visit their GP, have a blood test, so they can improve their lifestyle. In May, we focus on mainly YouTube advertisement, and in June, it's more about activities, going out, exercise, and enjoying the sun, basically.
And then in July, we've got Join July, which is basically joining a club or a gym. August, it's encouraging those who join the club to keep going, and sort of like you can do like progress pics, like 1 month transformation, that sort of thing. So you can like hashtag it so it can sort of be viral, and other people can check out other people that have done the same thing. In September, it's Step September, which is encouraging people to do 10,000 steps a day. October is the final push, so it's just regular posts, constantly like hammering home the message about hypertension. November is reposting the video a lot, just to really get it out there before the 12 months is up, and encourage them to book the GP appointments. And in December, it's sort of like a sort of congratulations, so it's a bit of a relaxation sort of thing, so obviously that's important as well, to keep your blood pressure low. Encourage healthy eating, and the final, very last push to book a GP appointment.
Here are some of the references we used in gathering this information, and thank you for listening.